Hello, Tony Prashanthi.
Hello.
Am I eligible to apply for a TN visa after I become a Canadian citizen and move back to the USA? One, question number one. What are the chances of approval or denial of a TN visa with a BS in electronics? Let's say I get a TN. Can I change my status from TN visa to previously held H1B? Looks like he had an H1B before, which has an I-140 approved, or should I apply for a new H-1B application?
So, yes, you can get a TN visa. You should look at the appropriate jobs appendix in the NAFTA, as per the NAFTA guidelines on their website. There is an appendix of jobs that qualify and the degree that qualifies for each job, that's required for each job. So, if you fall under one of those jobs, maybe engineer, you would most probably be able to get a TN visa. TN visas are not difficult to get. There's not a lot of scrutiny as long as it's a bona fide job offer. So you have to have an employer who's sponsoring the TN for you, and they have to have a need for that particular position, and they have to show it. So having said that, the next question you have is, am I eligible to apply for a TN visa after I become? Of course, I answered that. And as to whether I can move to a H1, in order to move to a H1, you have to file a transfer of status from a H1 from a TN to a H1. If you've previously been on a H1, which I think you have been, and if it is within the past 6 years, then you are not subject to the H1B cap, and you can just file a seamless transfer, change of status, sorry, from a TN to a H1. Otherwise, you'd be subject to the cap, and you'll have to do a registration and then wait for your registration to get picked and then file for a H1.
So, in other words, a change of status is possible if they are residing in the country on a TN visa from a TN visa to an H-1B visa.
Yes, that's
Is that
correct.
good?
Yes,
Okay. Thank you for answering that question.
you're welcome.